What is the first one? Soil. That means soil you can just see, right? When we have to use the particular soil, all that when you are doing some analysis, we will be able to know it. So soil degradation we can prevent that. What are the other advantages whenever you are using a precision farming? See, we can reduce the fertilizer. See, whenever we need, alone we can use according to that soil things and resources, right? So next one, water resources, right? So whenever there is a need, we can water the plant. Whenever there is no need, we need not water the plant because we are doing what? Analyzing, right? We are analyzing the soil condition and then only we are going to apply the fertilizers. We are going to water the plant. Everything we are going to do only after the analyzing. So fertilizer is reduced. That means use of fertilizer is reduced. Soil degradation is reduced. Then water resources also we can limit that watering of the plant, right? Yes. When there is excess water, we need not water the plant, right? Sometimes when it is a rainy season also, sometimes it will be so hot. So even during the rainy season, if it morning, suppose if it has rained, 2 hours you keep. So sometimes it will be very hot after that, right? So after that certain times we need the plant or to water the plant, right? Sometimes if the climate is good, we need not water the plant, right? So according to the need, we can do it. Okay. So that's the reason we are going for the precision farming. So can you say me what are the components of precision farming? Components? Yes? Yes? What are the components of precision farming? See, whenever we have to analyze the data, we have to analyze in the appropriate scale, right? So without properly analyzing, that means we have to take the analyzing of the data, that means capture the data. How you are going to do this? Using the technology, right? We can use the drones or we can use the remote sensing, GPS, everything we are going to use and only do the controlling, right? IT, we are using IT means we are using a technology to do the controlling of the process. Yes or no? So whenever we are doing such a way, what we have to do? Yes, we have to collect the data first in the proper scale. Then after collecting the data, we have to analyze the data. Yes or no? Properly we have to analyze the data. Then we have to, according to that collected data, we have to do the take that management decision. So that are the 3 components of the precision agriculture. So in the last class I gave the definition. What is precision agriculture, right? Precision farming or precision agriculture both are same. Okay, farming and agriculture both are same. Are you able to follow? Then we have already we have seen what is the major difference between the conventional agriculture and precision agriculture. Then why we are going for precision farming, and then you should know what are the components of the precision farming, what are the problems we will be facing whenever you are using the precision farming, and then what are the tools we are going to use for the precision farming only. In this first unit we are going to discuss. So the tools means the sensors we are going to use, right? Remote sensor, remote sensing, ground sensor, right? That is a tool, right? Sensor. Then sensing, remote sensing means you are using GPS, we can use drones, we can use satellites. All that are the tools which we are going to use in the precision farming, right? See, before they are using only the laborers, right? So nowadays if the land tillings and all, they are using this, even the machines, modern tools, right? See, before only there are now tools are available to just cultivate the plant also, right? Yes? To cultivate the plant, we have the machine now. Recently 5 to 6 years only before Okay. So, but the thing is, we can pay the amount. If we just for 2 hours, if you are using that machine, you have to pay the amount, right? Are you able to follow? Yes. So, like that, we have to do this works. So, now on this points first, what are the 3 components of precision farming? Note down. 3 components of precision farming. Capture of data. First one, note down. Capture of data. Capture of data at an appropriate scale. Capture of data at an appropriate scale. Capture of data at an appropriate scale. Second one, interpretation and analysis of data. Interpretation and analysis of data. Interpretation and analysis of data. Third point, implementation of a management response. Implementation of a management response at appropriate time. Implementation of the management response at an appropriate time. Are you able to follow? So first we have to collect the data at a correct angle, right? The correct angle we have to do the this one. Then we have to analyze the data. See, whenever certain times when you just look at certain people, we come to a wrong conclusion. But if we just talk to them for certain time, then we will understand the people, right? Just by the appearance we cannot judge the people. So everything we have to do the analysis, and then finally we have to take according to the receipt. See, 2 people come and give a complaint, means what we have to do actually? We have to ask, make a query between the 2 sides, right? Then finally only you have to take the decision. Only one side if you ask, automatically it will go wrong. So, appropriate position we have to take the data, collect the data, then we have to analyze this properly, and then we have to, according to that, we have to take the action, right? So, what will be certain time? What is the disadvantage of your technology? Yes? What is the disadvantage of your technology? Can you say me? Yes? Now in the rain prediction itself, what you can see? Sometimes they say, actually just 2 to 3 days before they said, there is going to be heavy rain from 24th of June. But there is no rain at all in Chennai. From 24th to 25th, 3 days, it is going to be continuous rain for 3 days. But 3 days before, they said there will not be any rain. 4 days it will be hot. But that time, if you see during night time, we got rain continuously 2 to 3 days. If you see 1 to 2 hours, heavy rain was there, right? Are you able to follow? Certain times, the nature reacts in an opposite thing, right? When they say there is rain, there will be rain, there is no rain. When they say there is no rain, there is rain, right? Yes or no? So, even not only the technology, according to our experience also, we have to use our experience also, right? Yes or no? Not only the technology, simply we just follow every technology, just say, right? Google Map, right? Google Map, sometimes if you see, it shows the correct direction. But sometimes, it leads to the destruction path also. Some people go and fall in that, right? So many wells around, they go and fall, right? You see in the Google Map. Because see, there are a lot of directions to reach a destination, right? So, we know when we as a humans, when we just see, we know the shortest distance. That the Google Map can show a longest distance also to reach the destination, right? Yes, there is not a single day. There are a lot of will give some ideas through our experience and with the data which we collected. We have to analyze and then only we have to proceed through the things, everything. See, that's what they said. Morning also we have to cultivate, evening also we should do the cultivation. So we doesn't know which will yield good production, right? Yes or no? Certain place if you see, they will say you plant, you just water the plant in the morning alone, you water the plant in the evening alone, right? So how we can see the difference? When we see the crop production alone, we will know the difference. Yes or no? Yes? Yes? So everything, that's why we said we have to see it in the proper position. Proper position we have to collect the data, then we have to analyze and then we have to take the management response. Okay, the 3 points you should not forget here. Okay, now note down why precision farming is necessary. Note down. Why precision farming is necessary? Yes, why precision farming is necessary? Note down. First one, prevent soil degradation. Prevent soil degradation in cultivable lands. Prevents soil degradation in cultivable lands. Second one, reduction of chemical use. Reduction of chemical use. Reduction of chemical use in crop production. Reduction of chemical use in crop production. In crop production. Third point, crop production. Reduction of crop chemical use. Reduction of chemical use in crop production. Third one, efficient use of water resource. Efficient use of water resource. Fourth point, dissemination of modern farm practices. Dissemination, D-I-S-E-M-I-N-A-I-O-N. That means spreading. Dissemination of modern farm practices. Dissemination of modern farm practices to improve quality, quantity, modern farm practices in improve quality, quantity, and reduced cost of production in agricultural crops. The next note on tools for precision farming. Tools. What are the tools for precision farming? Note down. What are the tools for precision farming? First one, remote sensing. We are using satellites, we are using drones, we are using computers, everything to do the control. So remote sensing, tools for precision farming. The first one, remote sensing. Next one, GIS, Geographical Information System. GIS. Third one, GPS, Global Positioning systems. Fourth one, laser land leveling. Laser, L-A-S-E-R, laser land L-E-A-D, land leveling. See, before they do the cultivation of crops, they do the leveling of the ground, right? Yes. So nowadays they are using tractors. Earlier they were using bullocks, right? Yes. Cows, everything they are using, right? Next they took over to this machine, right? And now they are using the laser land drilling. Leveling. For leveling one, they are using the laser land leveling. The next one, grid-based soil sampling. Grid, grid-based soil sampling. Grid-based soil sampling. What do you mean by grid-based? What do you mean by grid-based soil sampling? See, in the introduction class itself, I gave the explanation. Vigneshwaran, what do you mean by grid-based sampling? Actually, what do you mean by sampling? Get up, Vigneshwaran. What is sampling? Get up first. What do you mean by sampling actually? Means analog signal we are converting into digital. That means we are doing an analysis, right? That means we are dividing into that means we are dividing as discrete one, right? Analog is converted to discrete. So grid sampling means the process is not continuously. The entire land, I cannot do the same process, right? So what I am doing, I am ready. That means I am splitting the ground and then I am doing the analysis. That means it's not continuous. Grid sampling meaning is we are not doing the entire land. We are dividing into some so discrete, right? Are you able to follow? That is only called as grid sampling. Are you able to follow? The next one, leaf color chart. Leaf color chart. Leaf color chart. Chart, C-H-A-R-T, chart. The last one, site-specific nutrition management. SITE. Site-specific nutrition management. Site-specific nutrition management.